I'll start my speech. My name is Erika. Hello everyone. Today's topic is high school students should have part-time jobs. We have one definition. First, high school students mean all high school students include public school and private schools. We have 2 points. The first point is students can get a lot of experience of work. The second point is lack of workers. I will explain the first point. Students can get a lot of experience of work. We believe that part-time jobs is experience of works, for example, behaves politely and relationship with boss. Those experience can't get in school, only in part-time jobs. So it is important experience. Then, if students work without having those experience, they will in trouble. Judges, please imagine. When you must do work suddenly, can you do it well? I think of course you can, son. However, if you have done part-time job, you are used to working. So students who have experience can work better than other students. Why it is important? Because first, students have experience, and second, students can work very well and do good job, and can result great on works. Third, success in works, and fourth, they get expensive income. Having expensive income make people happy and easy to spend enough life, and so it is so important because if you don't have money, you will in trouble of financial. For example, you don't have money to eat and to go to school and so on. So, but having enough money can allot the money for hobby and for your children and for your family. So it is so important. So therefore, we strongly support this motion. Thank you.
My name is Tawa. I'll start my speech. Hello everyone. We believe that high school students shouldn't have part-time jobs. Let me revert what the government team said. They said students can get experience or work in young. However, it's not important. University students are more free than high school students, and students can get working experience in university. So their argument is lack of uniqueness. Therefore, the argument doesn't stand. We have 2 points. The first point is students lose their time for study. The second point is mistakes made by inexperienced workers. I explained first point, students lose their time for study. We believe that in the present situation, generally high school students have a lot of things in study. For example, the classes preparation, review, study for test or exam. And most of them also belong to the club activities, and they are very busy every day. And their time for study is very few. However, if they have part-time jobs, they have to spend their time to part-time jobs, and they can't make their time for study. Because of going on this situation, students' grade decline. Why this is so serious? Because students can't all go to universities, and it connects students' lives significantly. Companies want excellent workers, so they can't get a job they want. Judges, please imagine, high school students can't earn much money in part-time jobs. However, their lives are changed for bad direction only having part-time jobs. Do you choose having part-time job? There are no reason to take it. Therefore, high school students shouldn't have part-time job. I'll repeat my speech. We believe that in the present situation, generally high school students have a lot of things in study. and most of them also belong to the club activities, and they are very busy every day, and the time for study is a very few. However, if they have part-time job, they have to spend their time to part-time jobs, and they can't make the time for study. Because of going on this situation, students' grades decline, and students can't work, students can't get a job they want. Therefore, there are no reason to take it. Therefore, high school students shouldn't have part-time jobs. Thank you.
My name is Chihiro. I start my speech. Hello everyone. We believe that high school students should have part-time jobs. Let me rebut opposition's first point. They say don't have part-time jobs make students good academic ability. But it is not true, because we can't say if students have more time than now, they must use the time to study. So their argument doesn't stand. Next, let me reconstruct Gowen's first point. They say that students can get experiences in university. However, it is not true, because not all students go to university. So some students work soon after graduate high school. So our argument is still standing. Then let me explain our second point, the lack of workers. We believe that under the status quo, the number of workers is not enough in Japan nowadays. One of the reasons is aging of society. Workers are awfully decreasing year by year. On the other hand, amount of work in our society has not changed, so the amount of work per person and the working hours is increasing. It causes situations that workers receive bad effects. For example, they can't go home early or they can't take day off. If more high school students do part-time jobs, the number of workers will increase. That solves the problem that I mentioned before, the lack of workers. High school students don't work encourage the lack of workers. It connects to workers' bad situations such as poor lifestyle. In the worst case, they commit suicide. To protect workers, we strongly support this motion. Therefore, high school students should have part-time job. Thank you.
I'll start my speech. My name is Anna. Hello everyone, we strongly oppose this motion. Let me rebut government's first point. They say that some students don't go to university. However, it isn't true. Students enter high schools and more than half of high school students go to university, and the proportion has been increasing. So many students can have part-time jobs when they are university students. So therefore, their argument doesn't stand. As for government's second point, they say high school students having part-time jobs can solve the labor shortage. However, it is not true. Now, the number of foreign workers is increasing. They can compensate the labor shortage. Therefore, their argument doesn't stand.
POI?
Yes, please.
Thank you. Even foreign workers work in Japan now, but companies are recruiting high school students. What do you think about it?
From now on, foreign workers will increase more, so it's okay.
Thank you.
Next, let me reconstruct opposition's first point. They say some people don't study even they have enough time. However, it is not true, because they usually have to study, for example, their classes, calculation, and so on. So they will spend their time for study. Therefore, our argument is still standing. Next, let me explain our second point. We believe that under the status quo, some high school students are allowed to have part-time jobs. High school students who have part-time jobs tend to make mistakes or troubles. I have two reasons. First, they don't have opportunity to work, so they don't understand social system so much. And second, students are going through poverty, shishunki in Japanese. They want to play tricks or live your day. So, for example, 7-Eleven's part-time job high school student posted unsuitable video. However, after taking this motion, the number of cases that part-time jobs for high school students make mistakes or trouble, and the self-funding companies will increase. When the happening occurs, the company run into financial difficulties because people can't believe the companies and they don't buy the company's goods or don't get service, and then the company may have to fire a lot of employee or even the company goes bankrupt. So lots of people have trouble living. So therefore, we strongly oppose this motion. Thank you.
Okay, I'm Tomohisa. I will start my speech. Hello everyone, we oppose this motion and I have two more important points. The first, which is more important for students' future. I compare government first point with operations first point in terms of uniqueness. On this point, their argument is high school students can get work experience and in their future, they can work easily. However, as opposition's first speaker rebutted the student can have part-time jobs and get work experience even if students enter university. So their argument doesn't have uniqueness, and also they didn't mention that students can't have part-time jobs in the university. So their argument also has no uniqueness. On the other hand, our argument is students can study a lot by not having part-time jobs. High school students have to study hardly because if students can't study hardly, students can't enter university that students want to enter. So studying in high school connects to students' future deeply. Therefore, our argument has uniqueness. And also, please imagine judges. A high school student task is study. And if students study a lot, students can enter university that students want to go. However, even if high school students have work experience, students can't go university that students want to enter, because students can't study enough. So in their future, students can't do anything that students want to do. So in terms of student future, our argument is superior than their argument. And second, which is more important for company, I compare government's second point with government's second point in terms of impact. On this point, their argument is if high school students don't work don't have part-time jobs, the lack of employee is inevitable. However, as opposition's speaker rebutted that there were foreign workers, so high school students don't have to work, and so their argument doesn't have impact. And on the other hand, our argument is if high school student works, if high school student works, if high school student works, high school students make mistakes easily, and also students make mistakes on purpose, and this connects to huge damage of companies, and there is a fact that there are damage caused by high school, so our argument has impact. And also, please imagine judges. If high school students have part-time jobs, high school students make mistake and easily and on purpose. So the company's damage is inevitable, and that company will be bankrupt, and a lot of people will be lost work. Therefore, our argument is superior than their argument, and therefore we strongly oppose this motion. Thank you.
I'm Takaya, I will start my speech. However, we strongly support this motion, then let me rebut what the opposition second said. And they say that high school students make mistakes easily. However, the company chooses them through the selection, like interview, so students who can't do their job well will not choose them. Therefore, their argument has no possibility, no thank you. So their argument has no possibility and doesn't stand. Then let me summarize today's debate. I have two important points. First, which opinion is better for students? I will compare government's first point with opposition's first point. On this point, their argument is about decreasing the time to study because of the part-time jobs. However, our speaker rebutted that some students don't study even they have time. So their argument has no possibility and impact. On the other hand, our argument is about students can get experiences of work, and it is very useful for their future. they will do well in their job after becoming an adult with their experiences of work. So our argument is very good for high school students and superior on this point. Second, which opinion is better for other workers? I'll compare government's second point with the opposition's second point. On this point, their argument is that their high school students is easy to make mistakes and it causes trouble to other employees. However, as I mentioned, their argument doesn't stand. On the other hand, our argument is that the power of high school students is necessary because other workers has heavy work because of the lack of workers. So our argument is helpful for the other workers and superior on this point. Judges, please imagine the importance of getting experiences of works and seriousness of lack of workers. And both students and other workers can get more advantage by high school students working. For these reasons, we won. Thank you.
Thank you, Speaker. Now I close this round. Thank you for your cooperation. Please stand up and shake your hands. Please stand up and shake your hands. Thank you. それではジャッジの方を始めたいと思います。今回のデビュートでは主に2つの争点があったかと思います。まずは双方のファーストの主張についてです。肯定側のファーストの方では、高校生がアルバイトをすることで、これからの人生に向けて、労働の経験を積めて、社会に出た時に慣れているので、していない人よりも優位に立てるという論でした。反論では、肯定のファーストについて、大学からでもアルバイトができると反論していました。これに対して立て直しで、大学へ行かない人もいますと返していました。2つ目の反論では、高卒の人が少ないと返していました。この点で反論と立て直しが対立しているので、どちらが優れているとは言いにくいかなと思いました。次に、否定側のファーストの方では、高校生がアルバイトをすることで勉強する時間が減ってしまい、行きたい大学に行けないという論でした。反論では、時間があっても勉強しない人はしないという話をしていました。これはその通りですし、立て直しでもバイトをしない時間の分想定的に増えるというのは少し弱いかなと考えて、否定ポイント1は潰れたと考えました。続いて、双方のセカンドの主張についてです。肯定側のセカンドの方では、アルバイトが増えることで人手が十分になるという論でした。そして、労働者が増えないと、今働いている人たちの労働時間の増加で健康被害や自殺につながってしまうという例もとても素晴らしかったです。反論では、外国人労働者が増えているという現状もあるので、問題はないと言っていましたが、それに対して POI で、今、外国人労働者が足りていないのでバイト募集をしているのではないですかと答えて質問したのに対し、これから増えるだろうと返していたのでPOI では、今、外国人労働者が増えているのでバイト募集をしているのではないですかと質問していたのに対し、これから増えるだろうと返していたのが少し不透明な部分があったので、この反論は潰れたと考えて、肯定のセカンドは残っていると考えました。否定側のセカンドの方では、未熟な働き手によってミスやトラブルが起き、他の従業員に迷惑がかかり、業務に支障をきたすという論でした。これに対する反論は、店側が面接などを経て雇うかを決めるので、その点において問題はないということでした。この反論に対し POI がありましたが、これは受け入れられませんでした。論と反論を比較したときに、完全ではなくとも潰れていたかなと考えました。最後にサマリースピーカーは、高校生にとってどちらが良いのかという点と、店や会社にとってどちらが良いのかという点で比較していました。この点、論と立て直し、反論で比べたときにどちらが良いかをしっかり述べられていました。それでは勝敗についてです。先ほど説明した通り、ガバメントで肯定ポイント1、オポジションの否定ポイント1がそれぞれ弱くなっていました。否定ポイント2についても同様に潰れたと考え、また肯定ポイント2がきれいに立っていたと考えました。以上の理由から肯定側はガバメントの勝ちとしました。ありがとうございました。